Welcome to the Varsity Sports Show nightly broadcast of the Buckeye Hawks and Youngker Rough Riders here in Buckeye, Arizona. We are so super excited to have you here tonight and even more excited to bring you some high school girls hoops. I also have the honor of being joined by Dominic Horrendez, and we will see everything from him from analysts to interviews and everything in between when it comes to this Buckeye Union team. I can't wait for you all to hear all the great insight that he has for you all. Now, not only do we have a great matchup for you all tonight, it's also senior night here at Buckeye Union. And tonight they are celebrating four seniors. First, we have Olivia Klinkscale, number 3, and she plays forward. She also averages 7.2 points per game. Now, next we have number 5, Lexi Morrell. She's a forward, and she averages 10.7 points per game, and she also leads the team in rebounds with 9.1. Now, up next, we have number 11, Nevaeh Swan, and she is a center. And lastly, we have Mariah Williams, and she's a guard. Now, unfortunately, she got injured a little while ago. We haven't seen her play tonight, but tonight, the Buckeye Union is really trying to do what they can to make sure that they honor her and make sure that she feels like she is a part of the team, and that is Mariah Williams.
Thank you to Mariah, Nevaeh, Alexis, Olivia, and their families for all your hard work, dedication, patience, and support of the Buckeye Union Hawks basketball family. Good luck in all your future endeavors. And now we ask that you please turn your attention to the northwest wall. Tonight we honor Coach John Barkey. Coach Barkey dedicated countless hours to our basketball program, both boys and girls. He came to Arizona and started his coaching career in 2004 at the YMCA. He joined the Greater Levels program in Buckeye in 2009. He coached several kids in the Greater Levels youth program that he got to coach and see grow as they came to Buckeye, many of whom came to BUHS because of him. Over the years, he also coached with the Soldiers and KNNE, who were led by Rodney Berry. Coach John began coaching at Buckeye Union with Randy Bland in the boys program in 2015. This allowed him the opportunity to coach his son Jeremiah during his senior season. In 2017, he joined Coach Regina Early in the girls program as he trained and worked with them year-round. The loss of Coach John Barkey will have a huge impact on the Buckeye community. He was a wonderful man, and his passion for his family, life, and the game of basketball had a positive and strong influence on everyone he encountered and will forever be remembered. We ask that you please stand and join us as we unveil a banner for Coach Barkey that will forever live in Buckeye Union memory. To Coach John Barkey and his family, thank you. Coach Barkey's memory will live on forever. Thank you for all that attended tonight's event.
The Buckeye Union Hawks have had a great season. So right now their record is 19-7, and they have won 73% of their games this season, which actually puts them at the top of the 5A Central Valley region. Now, Youngker is right behind them at the number 2 spot in the region, so it'll be some great competition tonight. We got the chance to see the freshmen play, and we got the chance to see JV play, and they were both pretty close games, and it really just shows how much longevity all three of these programs will have, and it looks like Buckeye will be that top contender for a very long time. They have great freshman talent, great JV talent, and now we're getting ready to see all the talent that varsity has in store for us. Welcome back to Buckeye Union High School, where we have the Buckeye Hawks and Youngker Rough Riders facing off, and it's also Buckeye Union's senior night. Now, Dominic, can you just kind of describe the atmosphere here in Buckeye's gym?
Yeah, it's really intense here with a lot of people being very anticipated for this game to tip off, and really it's focused a lot on the seniors getting really to show the skills they've developed over the years that they played on this team and to really show what they learned.
Yeah, Dominic, and you got the chance to talk to Coach earlier just to kind of give her a little bit of the anticipation that's going on with this game, and I can't wait for the varsity fans at home to see what you guys talked about. Let's go ahead and roll the tape.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the Varsity Sports Show. My name is Dominic Hernandez, and I am here with the Buckeye head coach of the girls basketball team, Regina Early. So, Coach, you had a big win yesterday, mostly because of a great defensive scheme. So, how do you look to replicate that tonight?
Coming out with a lot of energy, a lot of intensity, and bread and butter is defense. That's what gets us going. So we got to come out ready to go right off the bat.
And tonight is senior night, so what are you looking from out of the seniors on your starting lineup?
I know there'll be a lot of emotions going, but I look for them to lock in and be ready to play tonight.
All right, Coach. Well, thank you for doing this interview, and good luck on the game tonight.
Thank you.
Alexis, back to you.
So.
Yeah, Dominic, as mentioned earlier, this team has a lot of longevity. The freshmen, they came out, they played their hearts out. They were able to beat Youngker, and then JV came on, did the same thing. Very close game, but they were able to pull it out in that fourth quarter. Now we have the varsity team getting ready to hash it out. Now, Buckeye is number 1 in the region, and then Younker's right there, right behind them. So this isn't really going to be an easy battle. So hopefully these seniors are battle tested and they're ready to play. But what do you think, having freshmen and JV doing so well, what do you think that says about the longevity of their program?
I think it looks very bright for Buckeye to have their freshmen and JV look this good, because that shows they can foster a winning strategy for their teams and really develop the skills needed to have a great varsity team that, as you said, is number 1 in the section right now and is really good. So it shows just how great this team is at developing players over the years.
Yeah, and even just continuing this conversation of longevity, sophomore Amaya Leyva, now she is the team's leading scorer, 13.8 points, and she also leads the team in steals, 3.9 steals per game. And on top of that, she has two brothers on varsity as well. They are the ultimate shooters, Jerry and Isaiah. So it just seems like shooting from beyond the arc just runs in their blood, Dominic.
Oh yeah, it sure does, because she can shoot the ball very well, and she shows she can take advantage of what's given to her, and it's just really great to see that she can be this successful, and really I'm looking for her to lead this team today with the shooting aspect.
Yeah, and the Buckeye Hawks, they are led by Regina Early, and you can see right here, instead of having their sixth man at the end of the tunnel, they have Coach Early at the end of the tunnel, and it just really shows how involved she is with her girls and how she just wants them to feel like she's one of them. Of course, there is some type of authority figure there, but she really just wants them to feel at home and feel like they can be themselves. And, you know, at the end of the tunnel, they usually have their sixth man, but instead they have Coach Early at the end of this tunnel giving them handshakes. Now, on another sensitive note, Buckeye is still mourning the loss of assistant coach John Barkey. Now, our hearts at varsity go out to the complete Buckeye community as they are still playing through that and really dedicating this senior night to him.
Yeah, it's a really big night for them. Not only is it senior night, but honoring the Coach Barkey is really big too. I'm looking for them to come out strong and play a great game tonight.
Yeah, Dominic. And now for the exciting part, your Buckeye Hawks starters. We have Amaya Leyva, Olivia Klinkscale, Kira Avila, and we also have Michaela Tinsley. Now, for the Youngker Rough Riders, we have Ashley Gonzalez. We also have Brianna Hasso, Uriah Dubs, Naomi Kaplan, and we also have Daniela Barrera.
For Buckeye, they're starting a lot of their seniors, so I'm looking for them those seniors to kind of take charge in this game and really play well tonight for senior night and really show all that they've done, all that they've learned over the years.
Yeah, Dominic, a lot of programs when it's senior nights, they'll go ahead and let all their seniors start. But it seems like Coach Early, she didn't really switch up her lineup too much. These are the seniors that we've been seeing the whole season do well. They're not just starting because it's senior night. They're starting because they have earned it throughout the whole entire season. And now we just await tip-off.
And quickly, another thing is, reason is because they're playing, like you said, the second in the section right now. So they have to play they play their best starters right now.
And we are underway in Buckeye Union Gym. We have Buckeye Hawks winning the tip, and they're already trying to fire off for two. We have number 5, Lexi Morrell. She goes up for the layup. Not quite, doesn't go in, and it's going to be Youngker ball.
So last night they employed a very good strategy of playing this really up-in-your-face defense that Buckeye plays, and I'm looking for them to really do that again tonight.
We have Leyva firing off from the center here. Missing a 3, but it's okay. She's shaking it off. She's going to go ahead and get back on defense, and it'll be Youngker basketball. Gonzalez and Hasso kind of bringing the ball up here for Youngker back and forth. Now it's going to be Buckeye Hawks ball, and they're having a really hard time keeping it to themselves. That was number 5, Lexi Morrell, splash from way deep from beyond the arc, and she's going to be the first person to put some points on the Hawks scoreboard.
And it really shows how proficient their shooting is after they get a good steal.
Now we have number 14, Kira Lavila, already making that easy layup to add to the team's already banked three-pointer. It's going to be a steal. Back to the Hawks, down low. Then they're going to fire it back out. Lexi Morrell, back-to-back buckets. That same layup down the lane, going to drive in that easy layup. And Younker's coach is going to try to put an end to this early on. She's already calling a timeout.
Yeah, it's already showing. Buckeye's kind of imposing its will already this early into the game with a 7-0 lead already, and they're showing, like I said, that really good tight defense, and it's causing these turnovers for these great opportunities to make these easy baskets.
Hey, Hawk fans, let's hear it for the best band in the land. The pride of Buckeye Union High School.
We also have Coach Regina Early mic'd up for you all tonight. We're going to give you the inside scoop to everything that's going on in the Buckeye Union huddle. We're going to make you feel like we're right here to celebrate these seniors tonight. They have had a hard 4 years of battling out in a Buckeye Union jersey, and we're just here to celebrate them, and we can't wait to give you the inside scoop from Early's huddle. Now it'll be Youngker basketball. It'll be a nice inside shot for number 3, Ashley Gonzalez. Leyva will try again from beyond the arc. Doesn't hit. She is now 0 for 2 from beyond the arc. And it looks like the Hawks are almost here. They're playing a full court press before they just go ahead and get back. They're trying to just really put the pressure on the Rough Riders early on.
Yeah, and it showed last night against last night. They really showed that defense really worked to perfection last night with them getting a lot of turnovers and easy baskets.
Yep, we have Olivia Klingscale going right down the lane, doing a textbook layup, goes right in. And we also see Klingscale playing this really, really aggressive defense. She's not even letting them get the ball all the way up the court. She's moving, she's hollering, and she's moving her arms up and down. And now we have Lexi Morrell again. This will be her 3rd bucket of the game. All have been 3 easy layups, and she's just doing what she knows best, Dominic.
Yeah, it's really showing, and it's really great to see that how this defense can turn into this easy offense as they're going to get another easy layup in again.
Yep, and now we have again the Hawks will end up getting a turnover, and they'll turn it into some buckets. Olivia Klingscale doing that same layup again. Every time she makes her layup, she really depends on that square on the glass. The same thing you get taught when you are younger playing AAU at that really young age, just to make sure that you're using the glass and really use that square to your advantage. She's saying back-to-back again. She used that right corner on the glass and the square to really just get her point and then knock it right down for that easy layup. Now it'll be Hawks basketball again. Dumps the ball over to Klingscale, out to Lexi Morrell, misses the jumper, and they're going to battle it out in the corner for possession.
And you can really see how this defense can work to perfection right here with playing the right way and having people come up, having players come up and really attack the basketball.
Uriah Dubs will try to make the shot here. The Hawks are not able to get that first rebound, which gives the Rough Riders a chance to have that second attempt. But for the Hawks, they will end up missing their first and second attempt, and so it won't be any points added to the Rough Riders scoreboard. Rough Riders swinging the ball a little bit, try to go down low for that easy jumper. End up missing it, but we will see number 33, Naomi Copeland, here at the line. First free throw shots of the game.
And this is a really huge chance for Youngker to get back in this game and really get some points off of this.
Right, just to remind you all at home, the score is Hawks 13, Rough Riders 2, and we have 4 minutes and 23 seconds here in this first quarter in Buckeye, Arizona. Naomi will miss her first free throw. She'll make the second one. But luckily for her, the Rough Riders have her back, and they end up getting a rebound. They end up adding to their scoreboard. New score, 13-5, Hawks way. Number 14, Avila, will be left wide open, but she'll miss her three-point, and then it'll be a Rough Riders layup, but out of nowhere, Olivia Klingscale says, no, not today, slams the ball out of bounds, and she says no. She does not want the Rough Riders adding to their scoreboard tonight. The Rough Riders, they'll dump it out, and they'll swing it a little bit just to try to get that perfect shot, but the Hawks will contest everyone, forcing that turnover, and it'll be Hawks basketball. number 2, Amaya Leyva. She will finally get some points on the scoreboard. Eventually, at the beginning of the game, she was trying to knock down that big game time, showtime three-pointer, but instead she decided just to go ahead and make that layup. Now we have a jumper from the Rough Riders as well. New score, Hawks 15, Rough Riders 8. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in this game. Ball will get swung to Clinkscale. Lexi Monroe will fire from what doesn't really seem to be her dominant side. She's going to fire from the left. Doesn't go in. It'll end up being Rough Riders basketball, and we'll see them bringing the ball back down the court here. But Olivia Clinkscale is right on it. She's right on the rock. She's making sure nothing happens to it, and she's really trying to make sure it does not revolt and Rough Rider points. And now here she is down in the paint. And they're going to call it travel on Clinkscale. Rough Riders basketball as we await them to inbound. Hawks will get another turnover, drops it down low to Clinkscale. She misses her layup, but that's okay. Her teammate has her back, gets the rebound, and we have Leyva from behind the arc. Splash, three-pointer from Leyva. She's finally found her rhythm. As we recall, she missed the first three-pointers, but that fourth one's a charm tonight for Leyva here at Buckeye Union. What can we say about her shooting today, Dominic?
It's really good. Like you said, she missed her first shot, but she found her groove with making a very good three-pointer there, and I'm looking for her to just continue making three-pointers all over the place tonight.
Yeah, we just had an easy layup again from Olivia Clinkscale. Those simple textbook 2 steps to the basket layups seem to be the bread and butter for Clinkscale, and she's really using it. She's not trying to make those showtime threes. She is doing what she knows best, and that's making those layups. And she's also on the defensive end. She's going to be rough. She's going to play right on that offensive player. She's going to get down on the floor trying to get that rebound or at least jump ball for her Hawk squad. One minute and 49 seconds here left in the first quarter. Hawks 20, Rough Riders 8. Rough Riders here with some more points on the board, and that's going to be Ashley Gonzalez, a nice layup, and that'll bring the score to Hawks 20, Rough Riders 10. Leyva tries to fire again from the 3. No good. It'll end up being Rough Riders basketball. Leyva ends up getting the rock back in her possession, and she's moving it back down to the Hawks. She's trying to see the whole floor here. Passes it over to Lexi Morrell. And it'll be a holding foul.
On the floor on Youngker, number 5. Daniela Herrera, her first, team first.
Hawks will inbound the ball right down low to Clinkscale. It is contested by the Rough Riders, and it won't go in. Rough Riders moving towards their basket now. Clinkscale right up on the ball like we're used to seeing. Rough Riders basketball.
Timeout, Hawks. 30-second timeout.
And it's going to be a quick 30-second timeout for the Hawks here, and we're going to see what Coach Early is saying over there in her huddle.
A minute. Let's go amoeba real quick. Get some rest at the end of the quarter.
All right, here we go. We're going 13 amoeba, 13 amoeba, 13 amoeba, 13 amoeba right here. Let's go. Defense ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 13 amoeba.
We are going to be able to see what the Hawks have been working on in practice. They have a new play. We don't want to disclose what it's called to you guys because we never know what's listening, and we don't want to jeopardize the Hawks. But it looks like they're getting ready to go ahead and execute what they've been working on practice throughout this week. Rough Riders will inbound the ball. They're going to swing it. Leyva is going to get active, and she's going to disrupt that pass. And now we're going to wait for the Rough Riders to inbound the ball. as the Rough Riders inbound the ball. Klingscale comes and takes it. It'll end up in a turnover. Tries to get that easy layup again. Doesn't go in. But one thing about Klingscale, even if her shot doesn't go in, she's still going to play really hard Hawks basketball. And she's going to be that defensive player that every coach dreams of.
Yes.
Number 3, Ashley Gonzalez will fire from the three-point line. Won't go in. It seems like Dominic, what were you getting ready to say there?
Oh, I was just going to say it's just really nice to see how good defense can turn into offense with how you're saying how Klingscale's really just making it, doing the best at both ends of the floor, like playing great defense when she needs to, and then being open when her players get the ball back and finds her for easy layups on the other side.
Yeah, Dominic, Klingscale really seems like the coach's player. She's going to get back on defense. She's going to take those shots. She's not going to try to do the glitz and glam of the three-pointers. She's going to try to make that layup. And even if she misses, she's going to try to get her own rebound to stop that second and third attempt. And she's also going to get back on defense. Truly the coach's player here. Now they're going to try to get the ball to Klingscale down low to make another layup. Doesn't work out. She tries to redeem herself running along the baseline, but her right foot there is going to end up going out of bounds, and it's going to be Rough Riders basketball. Ball is swung over to Uriah. Refs call the whistle on the floor here with 1 second left. Hawks 20, Rough Riders 10.
Foul on the floor on the Hawks, number 5, Lexi Merrill, her first, team second.
Rough Riders will inbound here in just a second. It seems like they had a Rough Rider position beyond the arc there to catch the ball and try to make a quick three at the buzzer, but it just doesn't go their way. And we'll have a quick minute here in between the second quarter.
To the northeast side of the court, our sports med program led by Libby Morcom. Buckeye basketball.
Welcome back to Buckeye Union Gym, where we have the Buckeye Hawks taking on the Youngker Rough Riders, and we are in for a treat as these two teams are really battling out. And it's also Buckeye Hawks senior night, so it's kind of double the treat. And then on top of that, for a triple treat, we have Regina Early mic'd up for us here tonight.
Yeah, it's very exciting all around to just like feel the energy around the arena right now with everyone cheering on the team and really looking for them to perform at the highest level.
Yeah, and it's really amazing just to see this support for girls basketball, and really just hope that this fosters along, even if they don't decide to play after high school, just really this support that's going on here in Buckeye, Arizona for girls basketball is really immaculate. We have Rough Riders free throw shooters, misses the first one. Second one will land. New score, Hawks 22, Rough Riders 11, and we have 7 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the second quarter. Number 25, Tinsley, will try to fire from beyond the arc. Not quite. Will end up in the hands of Leva, and the rest will have a call on the floor.
Foul on the floor on the Rough Riders, number 23, Uriah Dobbs.
Lexi Morrill trying to get active again, and she says she can do it all. She's not just a free throw shooter. She's not just a jumper shooter. She gets down in the paint, drives down the lane, and makes that easy layup, and it's going to be Rough Riders basketball. Tinsley still, she's coming down, and she's coming down hot, and she misses the lay. Actually, she doesn't end up missing. It'll teeter-totter around that rim, and it'll end up going right in. Now we have Rough Riders basketball bringing the ball on up, looking to redeem themselves here. Uriah Dobbs going all around, ends up finding her spot right over there in the baseline, ends up making a jumper, kind of just extending one hand, shoots with one hand and ends up dumping it in. Leyva tries to answer on the opposite end of the court, doesn't end up going in.
Out of bounds, Youngker basketball.
And it'll end up being Rough Riders basketball. Here we see again Cleanscale right up on the ball. She doesn't go out. They're kind of playing a 1-4 defense here where they have Cleanscale come out in the front and then they have the rest of the team in the back. Rough Riders will attempt to swing the ball around. Leyva's not having it, and she disrupts that pass here on the right side of the court. And the Rough Riders will get the chance to inbound the ball again, but Leyva's right there on it. Ball is dumped down to Bella Becker, and it'll end up being a back-and-forth battle for possession. It'll end up being jump ball, and this time the Rough Riders will win as we await for them to inbound the ball here. Lexi Cleanscale here seeing the entire floor. Leyva tries to go in, doesn't make it. Rough Riders looking to get control of the basketball. Number 3, Ashley Gonzalez swings it over to number 13, White. She ends up missing.
Buckeye basketball.
I've really liked seeing so far how Buckeye is rallying to the basketball when they're on defense and really helping each other out and really making it tough for Youngker to get any easy shot off.
Yeah, on both ends of the ball, Dominic, all these shots are contested. Nobody's being left wide open. Each team, even though there is a 13-point difference here with the game, each team is having to work for their points. All the points are contested, and nobody's being left open, and there's nobody just can just shoot. There's always somebody on the ball here.
Foul on the floor on Youngker, number 23, Uriah Dobbs. First, second, team 3.
Hawks will inbound the basketball over to Leyva. Leyva will drive down. She'll pass it out to Morrill. Leyva will fire from the 3 and splash. Another three-pointer for Leyva. She's out there looking just like her brother Isaiah. Isaiah is always firing off the threes, and it looks like nothing skipped a generation, nothing skipped the bloodline. Dominic, what do you think?
Yeah, it's great to see how well she's shooting from 3, and it really shows like how much trust the team has in her that they'll give her the chance and she'll make it count when it's needed.
Yeah, Dominic, and just as a reminder, she is the team leading scorer. There's not a game that goes by where she doesn't at least score 13.8 points, and she also leads the team in steals, 3.9 steals. And on top of that, she's only a sophomore, so it'll be 2 more years until we're celebrating her at senior night.
And it feels like just the sky's the limit with her right now. If she's as she's playing this well as a sophomore, like it's just think of what she'll be able to do when she's a senior.
Yeah, with just maturity, more game time action, she will be able to be in more scenarios. Really, just her basketball IQ will just overall grow because she would have been there, done that before, and then she'll be unmatched by the time she is a senior. And we're back here in Buckeye celebrating her as senior night in about 2 years. Now we have Lexi Morrill on the free throw line right now. Doesn't make the first one, but she has one more to redeem herself. Hawks 29, Rough Riders 15, 4:25 on the clock.
Replacing scale.
She will sink her second one. New score, Hawks 30, Rough Riders 15. Uriah Dobbs bringing the ball around. Rough Riders will try to swing, but Hawks are right up on their defense, not giving the Rough Riders many options.
And Mariah White.
Tinsley will fire off from beyond the arc. Won't go in.
Youngker basketball.
We'll end up with Rough Riders inbounding the ball here. Rough Riders will try to get a three-point in to kind of close that 13-point deficit, but it won't go in. Hawks will have a chance to bring the ball up the court here. More points on the scoreboard for the Hawks here. New score 32, Rough Riders 17. Another floating jumper for the Rough Riders won't go in. Leyva looking to make something happen. Pass it down to Lexi Morrell. She gives it back to Leyva. Leyva tries to make her signature three. Doesn't go in, but that's okay because number 33, Tia Chapman, has her back and ends up going in for an easy two-pointer. Hawks 34.
Out of bounds. And for Youngker, number 20, Brianna Hasso. And for your Hawks, number 24, Kaya Gomez. Returning for your Hawks, number 3, Olivia Clickscale.
So we have Olivia Clingscale back in the game, and we also have Kaya Gomez, and she also plays on JV, but it looks like she's earned her stripes to get some varsity minutes here tonight on the floor.
On the floor on Youngker, number 20, Brianna Hasso, her first, team fifth.
It's just great to see the seniors playing with this much of intensity because they know what this night means and really what this game means in general.
Yeah, in the locker room earlier, Coach Early was really telling them to really pay attention, but to also have fun. Of course, she got a little bit emotional just seeing her seniors, suit up for the last time. But her number one goal was to make sure that these seniors came out, and they came out here and had some fun. Because at the end of the day, if you're not having fun with it, why do it? Avila will bring up the ball for the Hawks. Pass it out to Gomez. Tries to fire off a three-pointer. Doesn't go in. Ends up Rough Rider basketball, and they'll bring it on down the court.
Out of bounds, Buckeye basketball.
Avila will bring the ball up here, going toe-to-toe with Perez. She'll try to swing right by her. Doesn't end up happening.
Out of bounds, Youngker basketball. Returning for your Hawks,
Rough Riders will take the ball out.
MK Tensley.
Number 25, Michaela Tinsley for the Hawks, will re-enter the game. Looking to make something happen here. Number 33, Tia Chapman, she gets really, really physical and tries to really get in the way of that inbounding pass. She ends up being successful, and it'll end up being Rough Riders basketball again, giving them a second attempt to bring that ball out. Ashley Gomez swinging it over to number 20, Brianna Hasso. Hasso gets the ball back in her hands again. And that'll be points on the scoreboard for the Rough Riders by number 13, White. Leyva looking to see the floor here. But looks like White will get there before she does.
Out of bounds, Buckeye basketball. Returning for your Hawks, number 5, Lexi Merrill.
Avila and Morel will do a switch, and she'll be back in the game to kind of aid Leyva in the backcourt. Clean scale there to recover. Morel right under the basket. Doesn't go in. It'll end up being Rough Riders basketball. But the Hawks will come in and save the day, redeem themselves, grab the basketball again. Clean scale looking to drive, going straight forward. Russ will call the foul here on the floor.
Foul on the floor on Youngker, number 13, Amara White, her first, team 6.
Clean scale will take the line.
Number 3, Olivia Clinkscale.
And she sinks her first shot. Simple free throw, textbook form, and it just goes right in. She's up for her second one. Clean scale again, sinking her second one.
Youngker basketball.
Hasso will inbound the ball for the Rough Riders. Ashley Gonzalez looking to see the floor, trying to make something happen as this time is running out here. .4 seconds left on the clock. Hawks 35, Rough Riders 19.
At the end of the first half, the Youngker Rough Riders 19, your Buckeye Hawks 35.
As we close out the first half, the Hawks will go into the second half with 35 points, and the Rough Riders will be behind them with 19 points.
Where's Coach Early? She ran over there because someone had one of them. Early ran down because the player passed out. Yes, I don't know if we can do that. Yeah, should we still ask her halftime interview or just no? Because she just ran.
And we're going to head right into a break. for here in Buckeye, Arizona. We can't wait to bring you a second half of great basketball.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization. Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show. Chris Scott of RE/MAX is Central Oregon's best realtor for anyone thinking of a vacation home or relocation. He's our very own born and raised Phoenician who moved his family to Central Oregon nearly 15 years ago. Contact Chris if you're thinking of exploring beautiful Central Oregon. It truly is living at its best. 541-999-5614. Proud partner of the Varsity Sports Shows, it's Dylan. Founder-level sponsors, the Kristen Graziano Group with HomeSmart Elite, are proud to be Saguaro alumni, community advocates, and your hometown realtors. The Kristen Graziano Group is ranked in the top 1.5% of real estate teams nationally, and your top-selling team right here in SaberCat territory. The Kristen Graziano Group can currently be seen on the Emmy-nominated TV show Selling the Valley of the Sun. When you're ready to buy, sell, or want to know the value of your home, reach out to the group that knows the neighborhood, the Kristen Graziano Group.
In this special edition of the Sun Devil Report, it's all about the men's basketball team at Arizona State. The stage was set for an epic showdown on Thursday night in the desert. UCLA and ASU for sole possession of first place in the Pac-12, with still plenty of basketball to be played. There was a lot of talk on whether or not Desert Financial Arena would be as electric as advertised on a Thursday night, but the student attendance that night shattered previous records, with the official count at 5,213 students that packed the house, over 1,000 more than previous records. As for the game itself, it did not disappoint, and the game being delayed for about 20 minutes added even more drama and animosity to the atmosphere. The game felt like two heavyweights, both getting ready for a Pac-12 championship run, but the story of the game was defense and turnovers, with the latter being the more back-breaking issue for the Sun Devils. UCLA only had 13 turnovers compared to 18 for ASU, and the real killer was points off those turnovers, with UCLA outpacing ASU in that category 24-9. Warren Washington had 7 rebounds to go along with 3 blocks for the Sun Devils, while Devin Cambridge chipped in defensively as well with 2 blocks of his own. In terms of offense and scoring, Devin's twin brother Desmond Cambridge led the way for ASU with 15 points, while DJ Horn was right behind him with 14. Austin Nunez came off the bench for the Devils and put up 10 points, good for third on the team. But it was Desmond Cambridge who had arguably the play of the night, nailing a half-court shot at the end of the first half to put the Devils up 35-30. And after a great defensive display in the first 20 minutes against the 5th-ranked Bruins, the second half seemed like it was going to stay that way for ASU, but UCLA was not going to give up that easily. The Devils' defense was swarming for a majority of the night, and they gave UCLA everything they had and made them earn all of their points. They held Bruins star player Jaime Jaquez Jr. to just 9 points on 4 of 12 shooting, but he was still able to contribute for his team, grabbing 6 rebounds as well as tallying 5 assists. While Jaquez was struggling from the field, that meant another Bruin, or 2, had to step up and lead the charge to victory. Help came in the form of point guard Tiger Campbell and shooting guard David Singleton, who each had 22 and 21 points each, respectively. Campbell was 7-11 from the field and was also 8 of 9 from the free throw line, while Singleton hit 4 of the Bruins' 6 three-point field goals on the night. The Devils were going toe-to-toe with UCLA all the way until around the 6-minute mark of the second half. But from there, the Bruins showed their poise and kept their composure in a hostile road environment, taking control of the game the rest of the way. After the Devils took a 60-58 lead with just over 6 minutes to play, the Bruins would outscore ASU 16-2 for the remainder of the game, with the Devils not getting a point in the final 3 minutes and 35 seconds of the contest. UCLA would go on to remain undefeated in conference play with a 74-62 win on the road, while handing ASU just its second Pac-12 loss. Overall, UCLA improved to 17-2 on the season, 8-0 in Pac-12 play, while the Sun Devils dropped to 15-4 overall, 6-2 in Pac-12 play. But with well over a month left in the season until the Pac-12 tournament begins, there is still plenty of time for ASU to keep trying to climb to the top of the Pac-12 mountain. After the game, Sun Devils head coach Bobby Hurley talked about those turnovers and how that second half took such a drastic turn there in the end.
They turned their level up, and I think they fed off the fact that they were hitting some shots too, and you play teams like this that are been in the Final Fours, have those type of guys that have won so many games. They know how to turn it up a little bit, like down the stretch, and I'd have to go back and look at the possessions. But there were some times that we missed guys that we should have made one more pass or a different type of pass, and it wasn't made. And against a defense like that, if there is an opening and someone is open, you better be able to find it, because they cover the court very well, and their bigs move very well, and they're a very good defensive team.
This game truly was a great spectacle to see, especially for a program that hasn't seen an NCAA tournament appearance in the last 4 years, as they look to make it back to the big dance for the first time since 2019. Although they didn't win, the Sun Devils proved that they can square off with a championship contender such as UCLA, thanks to their tenacious defensive style of play. Well, that's going to do it here. Thank you for tuning into this special edition of the Sun Devil Report. I'm Eric Castellon, and I'll see you guys next time.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Varsity Sports Show. My name is Dominic Hernandez, and I am here with the head coach of the Youngker girls basketball team, Cara Thompson. So, Coach Thompson, how do you plan on changing the narrative from the last game to this game?
Oh, man, this Buckeye team, they're fast. They like to play fast. So our girls, as long as we stay composed and we play our game, we should put up a better fight this time.
So yesterday, Buckeye employed a really strong defensive scheme. So how do you plan to attack that defense tonight?
We rep this out a lot in practice, and I can't tell you my strategy now, my guy, but yeah, we're here with a new game plan today. Yep.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Coach Thompson, and good luck tonight on the game.
Cool. Thank you so much.
All right. And back to you, Alexis.
Will Miss Diego Ford please come back to the table?
We are back here in Buckeye Union Gym, where we have the Hawks taking on the Rough Riders, and we are bringing you another half of exciting girls basketball. Just to remind everybody at home, Hawks 35, Rough Riders 19, and it'll be Rough Riders basketball, and as they're bringing the ball up the court, looking to get some paint points, no good. It'll end up back in the hands of the Hawks. Avila will try to make an easy lay, doesn't go in. Now the Rough Riders will depend on number 13, Amira White, to bring up the ball. It'll end up going out of bounds. Hawks basketball. Dominic, what were some things that you saw in the first quarter and the second quarter as well that you think the Hawks are going to have to keep on doing in order to keep their lead?
I think just stick with their defense that they've been running, where they're like pressing up past half court and really making Youngker work for getting this ball even into shooting range, and then also making sure to make smart passes and really take advantage of these easy shots.
We have Olivia Klinkscale, another layup, 2 points added to the Hawks scoreboard. Hawks 40, Rough Riders 19.
Jump ball. Youngker basketball. And for Youngker,
Rough Rider and Hawks really battling out here. Ends up being a jump ball, and the Rough Riders will have number 3, Ashley Gonzalez, taking the ball out. Hawks making it super hard for her to inbound, staying right up on it. Number 22 for the Rough Riders, Bella Becker. She'll try to get some points down low in the paint. She'll miss her first and second attempt. Hawks not really getting up under there to get that rebound, so it allows the Rough Riders time and time again to really add some points. Becker will try to get a three-pointer. No good. Klinkscale and number 23, Uriah Dobbs, will really try to battle it out in the corner. It'll end up being Hawks basketball. Number 25, Tinsley, right inside of the three-point line, tries to make a jumper, doesn't go in. Number 3, Ashley Gonzalez, will bring the ball up, looking to see the whole floor, dumps it down to number 24, Tyra Bell. Bell will dump it out to Ashley Gonzalez and end up going the other way. Hawks basketball. Leva over to number 14, Avila. And Leva will end up getting that three-pointer. Hawks 43, Rough Riders 19. Ashley Gonzalez from the three-point, no good. Tinsley gets the rebound, gets some things back in motion for the Hawks. Back down, Leva struggles to catch. She ends up securing the basketball. Over, down low to Lexi Morrell, no good. Uriah Dobbs looking to slow some things down here for the Rough Riders, get back in control of the offense. Dumps it over to Ashley Gonzalez. Olivia Klinkscale right there down the lane, misses the layup, but it's a great effort on her end. Rough Riders with a bounce pass on the baseline.
Jump ball. Buckeye basketball.
Klinkscale and Morrell, they are battling out with number 22 from the Rough Riders, Bella Becker, and they'll show some great sportsmanship there, helping each other out, even though they have different colored jerseys on. Leva for three and splash. Another three from Leva, and she's been there. She's done that before, game after game, knocking down these three-pointers, and we're just seeing why she averages 13.8 points a game.
It's just amazing to see how easy it seems for her to make those really difficult shots and really make them count.
Yeah, and even just her getting back on defense and really making sure that all the shots that number 23, Uriah Dobbs, is taking, making sure that she is contesting all those shots and making sure that nobody on the Rough Riders is answering her three-pointers with more points added to their scoreboard. Rough Riders will inbound the ball. Hawks giving them a hard time swinging it. Bella Becker will miss, but then Uriah Dobbs will come right there with a jumper. Avila looking to see the whole floor, ends up dumping it out to Tinsley. Not sure if she was trying to make a layup or pass it back out to Leva, but either way, it'll end up being Rough Riders basketball. Klinkscale right up on them, trying to make sure that they do not score. Uriah Dobbs battling it out here with Olivia Klinkscale. Klinkscale decides to back off.
Out of bounds. Buckeye basketball.
Hawks will inbound to number 14, Avila. Hawks will kind of swing it around here looking for that perfect shot. Will it be Avila? No good. Rough Riders basketball. Hawks are staying right up on it. Clinkscale snatches it from the Rough Riders. It'll be a jump ball. End up in favor of the Rough Riders. Tia Chapman will enter the Hawks defense here, looking to make something happen. Clinkscale right up on number 3, Ashley Gonzalez. Hands straight up, but the refs will call a foul. And we'll see Gonzalez here at the free throw line. Now, it'll be really important for her to knock down these free throws as the Hawks have 46 and her squad, the Rough Riders, have 21. Dominic, what kind of role do you think free throws are going to play in this game today?
I think they're going to be a huge deal for Youngker because they want to get back into this game, and free throws are a great way to do that. It's gonna be important for them to convert on these points to really get back in this game.
Gonzalez here with her second shot. It goes in. Clinkscale will take the ball out for Hawks, and they're bringing it on down. Leyva from the top of the three-point arc, but it'll be contested by number 0, Albardo, for the Rough Riders. Clinkscale and Dubs go down pretty hard, but they're both up and ready to play again.
Hawks, 3, Olivia Clinkscale, her 4th, team 3rd. And for your Hawks, number 10, Lazaria Williams.
Lazaria Williams for the Hawks, number 10, will enter. Clinkscale will get a little bit of a break, hopefully give her a chance to shake off that fall. It'll be a timeout here on the floor, and we'll go down to see what Coach Early is telling her squad.
Oh, goodness. See?
Who else is in the game? Amaya, MK.
Be ready for the press. They're gonna try to press us.
I want them to set 31 up.
Let's go, lock. Hey, you guys be ready for the press. They're gonna try to press you after they score. Do not let them score. Do not let them score. Get the defense going again. Get a steal right here. Be ready for, who is it? Is it 23 going to the basket? Okay, move over, take a charge. Somebody take a charge right now. Let's go.
All right, real quick. When we set up 31, set it up like this.
Now it looks like Coach Early just really wants her team to play aggressive defense now, although there's a pretty big lead going on here. She wants to make sure that they don't lose that lead, and they are being very disciplined defenders, making sure they're staying on the ball, but they're not doing too much to the point where they're getting fouled and sending the Rough Riders to the free throw line. So really just trying to make sure that they are being disciplined defenders and making good choices while also protecting the basket.
You just don't want to ever take your foot off the gas pedal and really just continue to score, because really no lead is really safe, even if it's by a lot of points. You still don't want to give the other team any momentum shift, and then before you know it, it's a close game.
Yeah, that's right, Dominic, especially with the Hawks. They want to make sure that they have a good night for their seniors. They want to make sure the seniors go home with a W, and it really seems like Clinkscale, even though she's on the bench right now, she's really eager to come in, and she wants to make sure that her and her fellow seniors have a good night tonight. Now we have the Hawks moving pretty fast in transition. We have Avila trying to set things back in motion, as well as number 10, Lazaria Williams. Rough Riders will steal the ball, end up in a turnover for the Hawks. They'll end up trying to come down the lane, making a layup. It won't go in. Tinsley looking for teammates, or she just might take it herself. A quick bounce pass down to Leyva. Easy two-pointer for Leyva, and it'll be 2 more points on the Hawks scoreboard. Hawks 48, Rough Riders 22.
Leyva really showing why she continues to be the highest scoring player on the team right now.
Yeah, not even just on the offensive end. on the defensive end. She leads the team in steals, 3.9 steals per game. So it really shows that she is paying attention on both ends of the basketball. Now, an easy up and over shot from Michaela Tinsley, number 25, Hawks. And the Hawks are just out there making it look easy. Hawks 50, Rough Riders 22 with about 1 minute and 38 seconds here on the clock. Rough Riders will try to answer with the three, no good. Then they try to answer with a floater, no good again. It'll end up getting thrown long down to the Hawks. Ashley Gonzalez tries to come in, save the day for the Rough Riders, passes it over to Uriah Dobbs. Back over to Gonzalez, but Tinsley is right there to cut off that back and forth swing that the Rough Riders try to stimulate. What do you think about that, Dominic?
Yeah, it's really crazy how like they're trying to stimulate a drive, but it continues to be just tough defense. Buckeye keeps showing them with tough defense and really being up in their face and making Youngker earn it, and it's vice versa as well. Like we said earlier, like both teams are playing that really tough defense, making you work for every point that you can score, but it just depends on who takes advantage of it.
We have about 56 seconds left in the third quarter. Hawks 50, Rough Riders 22.
Jump ball, Youngker basketball.
Rough Riders will bring the basketball up, having Ashley Gonzalez looking to really get the offense going in these last 38 seconds. Gonzalez and number 10, Lazaria Williams, trying to battle it out. It'll end up being jump ball in favor of the Hawks, which is the last thing the Rough Riders need in this moment.
Fouls can always play a huge part in any game.
Yeah, especially that outcome when it's really neck and neck, or even if it's a game like this, 50-22, you really want to make sure you're knocking down those free throws, just making sure that every point counts. Hawks will inbound down to Leva. Leva will not able to secure it, but it'll end up going over to number 33, Tia Chapman. Chapman looking to make something go on her own over to Tinsley. Massive block from number 3, Ashley Gonzalez, and she'll get things back going in motion for the offense of the Rough Riders. A little bit out of control there. Not really, I don't think the Rough Riders were anticipating that play, so it was really hard for them to kind of get their balance back. What do you think they should have done in that really close call there?
They should have just kept playing, keep playing. Like you always keep playing until the whistle is going, and it's like you always hear that all the time. Go until you hear the ref's whistle, because whether you think it's going to be a foul or something, you really have to just make sure it's to keep playing through it.
3 seconds left here in the third quarter.
At the end of the third quarter, the Youngker Rough Riders 22.
Number 20, Brianna Haskell, tries to make a half-court shot. It actually does touch the rim, goes around, but it doesn't end up going in.
Put Dory in the back. Put Dory in the bag on your monster.
Flex in the middle, over monster.
Yep. No, this ain't big enough for you. Hey, let's go. Get in. Sit. Dory, you got 4 fouls. I'm challenging you. Do not foul out. You're going back. You're going to the top. You're going back to the back on monster, okay? Here we go. Let's turn it up right now. Turn it up on defense. No, on deep, we're going monster. You're back. She's going to the top. Let's go. Turn it up right now. Let's go. Here we go. Defense. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go.
We are back here in Buckeye, Arizona, and Buckeye Union Gym. for a very, very highly anticipated battle between the #1 spot and 2nd spot in the Region 5A Central Valley. We had the Buckeye Hawks leading with 50 and the Youngker Rough Riders trailing behind with 22 points, and it'll be Rough Riders basketball.
Could we possibly be seeing a scheme change here for the Rough Riders to really maybe try to play up with more pressure defense to really get more points?
Tinsley trying to drive down, but she's met by 2 Rough Riders. Klingscale looking to go straight up, but it doesn't end up going her way. She ends up being fouled. Hawks struggling to inbound here, ends up getting it over to Tinsley. Tinsley going right down the lane, misses the layup. Rough Riders getting things back in motion for their offense. Gonzalez looking to see the entire floor, but Tinsley's right there on her. Passes the ball over to number 20, Hasso. Tinsley again gets a second chance to make that layup, and she misses again, but that's all right because her teammate Leva ends up getting the rebound, and she's fouled while she tries to go back up and get the layup.
Foul on Youngker, number 20, Brianna Hasso, first second. Team first. And for Youngker, number 13, Amira White.
Leva going around her defender, tries to get a floater, doesn't end up going in. Looks like she gets a pep talk there from Klingscale before she goes ahead and makes her free throws.
At the line shooting 2 for your Hawks. Number 2, Amira Leva.
First free throw doesn't go in for Leva. She has a chance to redeem herself with this second one. Second one doesn't go in for Leva. Rough Riders will get the rebound. Gonzalez again running the point. She'll drop down low, looking to make some paint points happen here. Hawks will scramble the Rough Riders for that ball. End up being jump ball in favor of the Hawks. So all that ambition that they went, all that force that they used to try to go back and forth and get that basketball from the Rough Riders to jump ends up being in their favor. Hawks basketball. Dominic, I know we've kind of been seeing a lot of aggression from both ends. What do you think that says about just the defense of both teams? Even though the score has that big deficit, what can you say about the defense of both teams?
Yeah, it says they're willing to play each other, and really they're not afraid. Neither team is afraid of the other. Like, they're willing to get up in their face and really challenge them to beat them down the court and get those shots off. So it's really impressive to see how both teams are not shying away from this really tough defense despite the score being what it is.
Tinsley will shoot her first free throw.
Number 23, Rosa Campos.
Number 23, Rosa Campos, will end up being back in the game for the Hawks. Klingscale gets the rebound. Tinsley dribbling around, dumps it out to Leva, looking for a splash, no good. Hawks right on Gonzalez. Ball will end up going out on Leva. Rough Riders basketball. Amira White looking to see the entire floor. Hawks making it super difficult for her. Tinsley tries to grab the ball. It looks like their coach will come in and save the day and go ahead and call a timeout. We have a quick 30-second timeout here, but just enough time to see what Early is saying to her team in the huddle.
Let's go. Hey, 30 seconds, guys. Hey, lock it in, lock it in, lock it in. You guys, hey, we still got game left. We still got like 6 minutes left. Finish hard, finish hard. Sell out. We gotta make our layups and make our free throws. Let's go. Defense, ready? 1, 2, 3. Defense. 4, 5, 6.
In that huddle there, Coach Early is really emphasizing the fundamentals for her team. Make those layups, make those free throws, and really just don't let any basket go uncontested. She's making sure that they finish strong, and just like Dominic said earlier, not taking their foot off the gas and just making sure that they give the seniors a great night. Rough Riders firing off earlier. Early jumper doesn't go in. Leva will rescue the basketball for the Hawks, passes it down to Tinsley. Tinsley finally knocks down that layup. After 3 attempts, she knocks it down. She didn't let those other 2 attempts get her down, and she is able to get down the court and make that layup. Rough Riders are looking to answer, but it'll go off number 13, White's foot. But just before it goes out, it'll tip off one of the Hawks, and it'll end up being inbounded by Rough Rider Gonzalez, number 3, out to number 13, White. Rough Riders right on that baseline, almost ended up out of bounds. They're able to redeem themselves. Knock it down to Gonzalez. She's looking for a layup. No good. Hawks are able to rescue the ball. Leva down low for an easy layup. And it looks like we have the support of the boys basketball team here coming to support the girls on their senior night. Looks like Leva has both her brothers watching her, and it'll be a powerful 4 minutes left for her. Lexi Morrell down low for the layup.
Buckeyes just showing why this defense can work so well for teams.
Daniela Herrera.
Morrell looking to fire off a jumper. No good. Cleanscale battling out hard with the Rough Riders to get that rebound.
Buckeye basketball. It's for Youngker.
Coach Early will put in Tia Chapman in for the Hawks, and Youngker will do some rearranging of their roster as well, having 2 more Rough Rider subs. Cleanscale secures the basketball on the right side of the court. Uriah Dobbs comes in, gets a little bit too handsy, ends up getting a foul on Cleanscale. Rough Riders playing super hard defense, but they're not out there being disciplined defenders. They have had 2 fouls in less than 10 seconds. Tinsley will inbound for the Hawks. Looking for number 23, Rosa Campos. Campos looking to go all the way, driving, and she will be able to bring in that contact from the Rough Riders, sending her right to the line for 2.
Shooting foul on Youngker, number 22, Bella Becker, her second, team 6th. At the line, shooting 2 for your Hawks, number 23, Rosa Campos.
Campos will be at the line shooting her first free throw. And it's good as she looks to sink in the second one. And just a cherry on the top for this Hawks story tonight. Hawks 57, Rough Riders 26. She misses her second one, but she'll end up getting her own rebound here out to Chapman. That'll be a call on the floor.
Number 5, Lexi Merrill. 2 minutes left to go in the second half.
Number 5, Alexi Mira will be back in the game. We have 1 minute and 52 seconds here left in Buckeye Union Gym. Hawks 57, Rough Riders 26.
On the floor, Youngker, number 23, Uriah Dobbs, number 4, Team 7. And for your Hawks, number 23, Rosa Campos. At the line for your Hawks, shooting the 1-and-1. Number 3, Dory Wickscale.
Cleanskill looking to make her first shot. If it goes in, she'll get a 1-and-1. It won't go in, but she's aggressive, getting her own rebound on the floor, battling it out with almost a little bit more than 1 minute left. She's trying to make her last minutes in Buckeye Union count. We're going to go ahead and head right into a break here at Buckeye Union.
Hello everyone and welcome to Varsity Weekly. My name is Hannah Pettiferry and this week I had the opportunity to sit down with Andrew Lucas, who is a former ASU baseball player, to discuss not only his experience at ASU, but also the transition that came with it. So sit back, relax, and here's that interview. Hi Andrew, thank you for being with me tonight. How are you?
I'm great, Hannah. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So Andrew, you've been playing baseball all of your life. You played all 4 years in high school. As a freshman, you got brought up to varsity for the playoffs, and you played on varsity.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization. Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road, just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show. Chris Scott of RE/MAX is Central Oregon's best realtor for anyone thinking of a vacation home or relocation. He's our very own born and raised Phoenician who moved his family to Central Oregon nearly 15 years ago. Contact Chris if you're thinking of exploring beautiful Central Oregon. It truly is living at its best. 541-999-5614. Proud partner of the Varsity Sports Shows, it's Dylan. Founder-level sponsors, the Kristen Graziano Group with HomeSmart Elite, are proud to be Saguaro alumni, community advocates, and your hometown realtors. The Kristen Graziano Group is ranked in the top 1.5% of real estate teams nationally, and your top-selling team right here in SaberCat territory. The Kristen Graziano Group can currently be seen on the Emmy-nominated TV show Selling the Valley of the Sun. When you're ready to buy, sell, or want to know the value of your home, reach out to the group that knows the neighborhood, the Kristen Graziano Group.
In this special edition of the Sun Devil Report, it's all about the men's basketball team at Arizona State. The stage was set for an epic showdown on Thursday night in the desert. UCLA and ASU for sole possession of first place in the Pac-12, with still plenty of basketball to be played. There was a lot of talk on whether or not Desert Financial Arena would be as electric as advertised on a Thursday night, but the student attendance that night shattered previous records with the official count at 5,213 students that packed the house, over 1,000 more than previous records. As for the game itself, it did not disappoint, and the game being delayed for about 20 minutes added even more drama and animosity to the atmosphere. The game felt like two heavyweights, both getting ready for a Pac-12 championship run, but the story of the game was defense and turnovers, with the latter being the more back-breaking issue for the Sun Devils.
Now,
UCLA
after
only
a
had
great
13
effort
turnovers
from the
compared
Buckeye
to
Hawks
18
and the
for
Rough
ASU.
Riders, we're
The
going to
real
go
killer
ahead and
was
end our
points
stream
off
tonight.
those
We are
turnovers,
super
with
happy for
UCLA
everybody at
outpacing
home.
ASU in that
Dominic and I,
category,
we're just super happy that you
24
guys
to 9.
tune in day
Warren
in, day
Washington
out
had
to us.
7
Now from
rebounds
here
to go
in
along with
Buckeye,
3 blocks
Arizona,
for the
good
Sun
night.
Devils, while Devin